Okay, Apple is mulling over buying a unit of Intel, which is their 5G modem business, and getting rid of Qualcomm in their phones. So they kind of had a deal earlier with Intel to replace Qualcomm with the 5G, and it was kind of like it might have been even a head fake. It might not even been a real deal. It was to put pressure on Qualcomm, but eventually Apple just said no, Intel's not quite ready, and they kind of made up with Qualcomm. And Qualcomm's been such a dominant player in this area of modems in the phone, and they're now under scrutiny by the FTC for antitrust. And they've had a big fight with Apple for a few years. It's really messy. So yeah, Apple's really looking for a solution, and buying this unit from Intel makes a lot of sense if it's viable. They originally had the deal with Intel to do it, but like I said, I'm not sure it was even a genuine deal. It might have been just to put pressure on Qualcomm, and Intel really didn't want to do it, if you can believe it. Didn't want to supply 5G modems to Apple because they didn't think it was going to be profitable. So now Apple's saying, well, maybe we could just buy that unit and build them ourselves and cut out Qualcomm. That's their plan, or at least what they're thinking about. And shares of Qualcomm have been hurting. So this is I think it's a big deal. I don't think this is like a head fake or just a ploy to put pressure on Qualcomm. I think they're genuinely looking at this as a real solution, and there was some pressure on Qualcomm stock. But outside of that, like, I'm just saying, I don't think I want to get involved with Qualcomm anyways. Let's take a look at it, and I'll show you what I mean. They've been under a lot of pressure from Apple and some other purchasers. Here we go. So here you see it sailing along here for years, just humming along at 16, only as low as 10 was the worst they had done. In the last couple of years, cash flow IRR went down to 3%. It's coming back up a little bit in the last quarter, but if they can't secure Apple again, I think it could be trouble. I would not mess with this. Look, the financials are clearly worse. The valuation, I'm doing everything I can to stretch it to its current value. More pressure from antitrust. I just think there's so much risk here. Take a look at the way the stock trades as well. It's just been, I've never seen a pattern like this. I think technical analysts, I can't describe this. What is this bump? If you took that bump out, it's actually pretty smooth from here to here. They'd have to come up with a whole new pattern for that. I'm not going to say what I think it looks like. At any rate, it trades volatile. It's not doing as well as it used to. It's under antitrust problem. Apple's looking for another solution. I would just say there's just way too much risk in Qualcomm. No, thank you.